Oh, hello. Welcome to all of my returning subscribers. Or if you are a new subscriber, welcome here in general. Um, Sorry, it's taking me just a minute to get all this stuff going. So we're going to talk about the full moon in Leo. If you have any questions and you would like me to pull a card and give you an answer, you can do that. So I'm doing my best to make this the new full moon ritual. So for any full moon videos, I will be doing a live stream unless I'm unable to, and we'll be pulling cards for you guys. So great time if you guys have just one question you wanted to ask or have a card pulled or blah blah. Maybe you don't want a whole reading. This is the time. The time is meow. So this full moon in Leo, you guys, wow, this is so powerful. There's so many amazing things going on. I'm going to talk about, like I normally do, the general lunar and planetary transits that are going on right now. So we just hit a full moon in Leo. Leo is a very fiery, passionate sign. Leo is very creative sign. So now is a great time to really fire up some creative juices. You may have felt like a lot of creative juices may have been a little bit dormant, or maybe even having some blockages, for some time. And now this is kind of lifting. We're kind of moving past this, which is really beautiful. Leo is also very heart-centered, right? The Leo is about being assertive, but also acting from the heart. If you ever watch like The Wizard of Oz, or if the Lion, it is about having this heart, right? This courage, this heart, this and that's really what this is about, right? It's like not having the fear, separating ourselves from being in this state of fear. And that's exactly what's going on in the world currently. Is a lot where we're dealing with a lot of the repercussions of the fear that the rest of the world has created for us. So we're bridging out of this in this very powerful Leo full moon. What else is really amazing, guys, right now is that Mars and Venus are conjuncting, right? So Mars is this very masculine energy, very assertive, can be aggressive, but aggressivity can be okay in the right form, So Mars meeting Venus. Venus is like the sign of love, this planet of love, of compassion, of nurturing, of this very beautiful thing, right? So it's not awkward that they cross paths with each other. It's not awkward they conjunct each other. What's a little bit strange or unusual for it is that they're going to be doing it for a couple of months. So what does this mean, you guys? What this means is that this is a really beautiful time for relationships to blossom, and not just intimate relationships. Yes, of course, intimate relationships, because we have a very masculine, a very feminine planet coming together and like acting in this very beautiful plane, but also friendships, relationships, communal relationships and partnerships. All these different types of things are actually like in the highest form of expression right now, and can really be what we bring in now will be lasting, right? It will be unquestionable. It will be sturdy. It will be loyal. If you think of a lion, if you think of the Leo full moon, if you think of a Leo in the sign, if you think of a lion in a jungle, it's very powerful. It's very loud. In the tarot deck, card of Leo is represented by strength, right? The sign of Leo is represented by the card strength, right? And it's this very beautiful depiction of this lion that is being held, by this like fair maiden, and she's very soft and she's calming. She's calming the beast, right? And that's basically like what's going on right now, right? It's like we're using the strength, we're using the power, we're activating this creativity, we're activating this light, this brightness, right? It's really coming from within. And we're calming it, we're nurturing it, we're figuring out how to truly harness both and create this really beautiful balance between the two, right? And that is this energy that we're in right now, and it's so powerful. So if you guys are going through a lot of changes or switches right now, this is very common. Right now in the collective, there is a lot of people changing, transitioning from locations, partnerships, even art mediums, different things, right? There will be this new creative spark, this new inspiration, this new push, this new pursuit, this new, bigger, better, brighter thing. Um, and not to say that we can't continue doing what we already were doing. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's this really powerful beauty that is really coming in, like with this strength and this strong force. So anything that you're really wanting to accomplish, or that you wanted to like start, this person that you wanted to reach out to, that you wanted to express something to, now is a really beautiful time to do that. Also be attentive of the people that are in your life, right? Because these are people that you have strong connection or community with. And if you don't feel like these people are like this, then you will notice them slowly phasing out, because we are in this time of this very intense connectivity and creativity. So we are going to be calling in more people that are ready to create and transmute different things, what's happening. Another transit that's going on that's really cool right now, you guys, is Pluto. Pluto is about to retrograde, and this takes like literally hundreds of years for it to happen, right? And the US is about to go through their Pluto retrograde, right? The last time Pluto was entering this space, and I think it was like 27 degrees of Aquarius, maybe, and we are in 27 degrees of Leo for this full moon, was in like 1776, right? So this is when we were declaring our rights, our freedom, right? Like the Declaration of Independence, right? So now is a really monumental time for us to take this energy, to take the strength, to take this new creative juice and really put it into perspective and really put it into play. Like, how, if you're US based, I know I have a lot of people that are US based, how are we actually using this energy? How are we being aware of this energy, this repeating energy, to actually take the time to state what our rights, what our freedoms are, of coming together? And that's really what it is, the Mars and the Venus and this Leo, it's like coming together. You don't really see lions outside of like what's it called? The I'm sorry, not the lion book, the Simba, this story. Besides this Disney story, you don't see lions alone. They don't go by themselves. They are a pride. They call it a pack of lions, a pride. They are a pride animal. There is pride in what they do as well. They come together, they hunt together, they live together. It's this very strong bond of coming together, of this strength, of this rising above everything else, literally. That's why they're considered the king of the jungle, because they're raising above. So can I just say, in this energy of this full moon, if you're doing any manifestations, any promptings, if you're letting go of anything or calling in anything, be attentive to this. Be attentive to what we're calling in. Where our strengths, where our pride, where our integrity, and where our communal sense of coming together is all standing. This is so, so, so important right now, you guys. We literally have the capacity to change everything as we know it. And this is so beautiful. So beautiful. I love it. I just can't get enough of it. So guys, we're 10 minutes. If there's anybody out there wanting to ask a question and have me pull a card, I would love to do this for you. So I'm going to pull a couple of these. This is a Keeper of the Lights deck, and it's filled with a bunch of different deities. And I'm being called to use this deck for a start, just to pull some deities so we can feel the energy, really. Lady Portia, Divine Order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. You guys will have to forgive my nasty hands. I was doing messing with a new medium, doing not a new medium, but a new creative project, and dyeing fabrics yesterday. So my hands are dirty. It's actually just dye. Lord Ganesha, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. Mary Magdalene, teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. So again, this is the energy of this lion, right? This strength. And this is the beauty, is it's like, do not let anything stop you. You know, a lion, nobody's going to question a lion. No one's going to stop this. It's not going to happen, right? King of Wands, beautiful. See these lions at the top? This is a very strong Leo Sagittarius energy. Two of Pentacles. I'll show you guys this. This deck is super beautiful. Messages for the collective regarding this full moon. Queen of Wands. So yeah, you guys, look at how beautiful this is. I can't even make this stuff up as I'm talking about this. So we have a match right here. We have the King and the Queen of Wands, right? So this is a pair. This is a match. What's in the middle? The Two of Pentacles. This is the balance. This is finding the balance between the masculine and the feminine energies. Wow. And that was at 12:22. So a lot of you guys will be calling in divine counterparts. You guys will be calling in partnership. And this is going to be a really beautiful, powerful time. Now, Venus will be conjuncting with Mars for about 2 months, which is a really long time. Normally, it's a very quick, brief meeting in and out. But this time, it doesn't seem to be. So make sure you really cultivate these beautiful relationships on all levels. Friendships, community, partnerships, intimacy, all levels. Now, the world. On the world level, right? Let's figure out how we can really come together in a larger sense. And this is really what it's about. Shifting into this Aquarian energy is really about the world coming together. When we act from a heart space, right? Leo is all about creativity. It's all about heart space, right? When we act from a heart space, we actually have the ability to change, the capacity to change the whole frequency, not just of our surroundings. We can do this remotely from different places in the world and literally raise the Schumann's resonance, the resonance of the entire planet, of the entire world. We're going to notice a lot with a lot of this energy and planetary transits that are going on. We're going to notice not only are we calling in this new world, this new way of being, but at the same time, simultaneously, we'll be allowing and watching a lot of the old shifting and kind of falling to the wayside. So a lot of people are going to be stoked about this, and a lot of people are going to have a hard time with this, for sure, because we're literally drowning out old ways of doing things. You know, it's not about a new normal. It's about this new earth that we're creating. And how do we envision that? And how do we envision that together, right? How do we take action? Queen of Swords. How do we take action and make action that's actually and speak up about it, right? The Queen of Swords is not just about taking action. It's about, she knows what she's talking about, right? But she's doing it. See this bird here? She's doing it in a peaceful manner, but she's really like standing her ground, right? It's like when the sword is facing in the downward position, it means it's like I have spoken. And I'm okay with speaking, and I'm okay with knowing what my truth is, what my rights are, what everything is. And you guys, we're going to find a lot of this energy flowing right now. Yeah, working together. Three of Pentacles, coming together, working together, really figuring out how we need to build things together, right? The Three of Pentacles is all about, a group sense. It's two or more, like three or more people, places, collectives, communities coming together, discussing how we're going to build, how we're going to create this new thing that we're building together. So super beautiful. Messages for the collective. The sun. This is also a beautiful sign of Leo. Again, the sun is ultimate happiness, ultimate joy, contentment. And it's just radiating. It's just radiating this light, radiating this love, this glow, this warmth. And that's what we really need to be doing as individuals, and then on a collective level. That's what this is calling for, right? What we exude is what continues to go, right? What our projection becomes not only our perception, but what is going on around us, right? We have such a strong, such a powerful ability to be bringing in this new, bigger thing, right? Yes, to be in tune with our emotions, the King of Cups, to be in tune with our intuition, our emotions, to be like, you know what, actually, I'm not okay with this, or I am okay with this, or this is why I'm part of this movement, or this is why I'm part of this community, or this is why I'm standing up for this. Because in my soul, in my heart, in my being, King of Cups, I feel this. The Fool. And guys, it's time for us to take this leap of faith. It's time for us to really trust, to take this leap of faith, and to really be okay with stepping in to this new offering. Beautiful. Bottom of the deck energy. This beautiful new offering, this new world. For a lot of you guys, this could mean a new place that you're living, a new job, new money, new partnership. This is something new, tangible coming in. We're creating it on a physical realm. And this is so beautiful. This is so powerful right now. But we have to be willing to take this leap of faith, the Fool. We have to be willing to take this leap of faith to really bring in this new tangible thing that we've been wanting, and that's what's happening, you guys. It's so lovely. So what a beautiful story these cards are telling. Let's pull some more. Let's see what's going on. For a lot of people, there is a lot of transitioning. I mean, I will honestly admit, me myself, next week, I pack all of my things in my place, and I have no idea where I'm going. I have no idea. But you know what? I'm so okay with trusting the universe, knowing that whatever is being called in is what is supposed to be. And I'm okay with taking this beautiful leap of faith. I'm okay with trusting that I'm acting out of a space of heart, that I'm acting out of a space of joy, that the universe, that the world will hold me, because I know that I'm finding this balance, that I'm calling in the right people, the balance, the community. And so wherever I go from here is going to be a beautiful journey. But I know a lot of people are moving. A lot of people don't know where they're going. And the reason why is because we're shifting from the physicality to the spiritual realms, right? How beautiful. Look, between worlds. We're doing it together. We're manifesting it together. And we just have to focus. We have to focus on the ultimate outcome of which we're really calling in, right? Focus on this, not on all of the things that are lacking. Like I could fully focus on the fact that I have in a week, I'm going to have nowhere to live. Or I could focus on the fact that, you know what? I know that I act out of my heart space. I know that I do what's right. And I trust in the divine. I surrender to this journey. I'm taking this leap of faith, and I know something beautiful is going to present itself, and it's going to be more magnificent than this place. I mean, I love where I live, don't get me wrong, but sometimes things happen and we cannot change what the change is happening, right? Life begins outside of our comfort zone. And that's what's going to happen, you know? We have to actually speak up for things that maybe make us feel uncomfortable, that maybe make other people feel uncomfortable. We're going to have to speak our truth, right? And that's something also that this Leo full moon, this very passionate, right? Leo is very passionate fire sign, is not afraid to do. You know, the lions aren't afraid to roar above everybody else and scare the shit out of the rest of the jungle. They're not. They're not. And when they speak, you hear them. They are heard. They are heard far and wide. And that is, you know, a beautiful metaphor of what's going on in the world in general. Mending. What are we mending? We're mending this old broken world, this old way of doing things, right? We're mending the things that are not for us. We're moving away. We don't need to play games anymore, right? There is a fortune that awaits us. There is something really beautiful at the end of the rainbow. But a lot of what's going on right now is not for us, right? And you have to say it's okay when something's not for you, right? Like I'm okay knowing that something else good, beautiful will come in, because clearly otherwise I wouldn't be having to make a transition, right? The universe wouldn't be asking for me to switch in the middle of the precipice of all of this things coming to a close. Like it means there's something else. This was not for me. There's something else that awaits, you know. A lot of times we get so caught up on what's the saying, when one door closes, we stare so longingly into it that we miss the other doors opening, right? um so sometimes we get stuck on the fact that, but I really want to be here, but I really wanted this, but I'm really happy, but I'm really comfortable, when we don't realize that just beyond this comfort zone, just beyond this thing that we thought was everything that we needed, is something more, like that we dreamed of, you know, that we only fathomed. And it's so beautiful, right? How beautiful. Look at these cards. Round and round. So this card is beautiful. It's about coming back around, things coming back around, like the world. But it's also about um, um, continuing pattern cycles. Wow, 22, 22. Continuing patterns and cycles, right? And coming back around, right? This is like the Fibonacci sequence, right? So it's like everything has a perfection, right? Everything has a beginning and an end, even though it's infinite. But it's beautiful in this way, right? We have to come back to top dead center. We have to come back around. It's like, yeah, you did that. Now we're going to go another way. We're going to do this lesson again if you didn't learn it. We're going to go over here and learn something new. No place like home. Okay, so for a lot of you, not just me, for a lot of you, your home space will be changing. Okay, a lot of you guys will be moving house. A lot of you guys will be moving location. A lot of you guys might even be moving country. I don't know, you know. Come the 1st of March, I'm definitely going to some other islands. I don't know if I'm moving there, but I'm definitely going for a little adventure and see where it goes. Be the observer. Guys, it's so important to in this time, because we're in this balance of this masculine and feminine energy with the Mars and the Venus, it's so important that we are taking time to sit back and observe, to surrender to what is coming from the universe. Yes, take action, speak, be heard, speak your truth, like write your manifesto, you know, definitely, but also observe. Once you ask the universe for something, be in the receptive mode, be in the observer mode, right? You know, I say, you know, I really would like this, and that. Okay, well, I have most everything I want in this space, but maybe I don't have everything I want in this space. You know, like I really want a big bathtub. I really want a bathtub. I want to be able to soak. I want to be able to bask. You know, I really want a nice garden, a beautiful view. So maybe, even though I love everything here, maybe my next spot has a really beautiful view and a really big bathtub. And by me being able to just surrender to the journey and sit back and observe, like, you know, every time I've surrendered and just been observant to the signs and the signals that are being delivered from the universe, right? When we become observers instead of action oriented, we start to see all these synchronicities and all these things slowly unfolding in front of us in this very beautiful way, that we possibly could have been blocking before if we weren't in an observation or in a receptive mode. So it's super important to be the observer. And also with this card, no place like home. Okay, think about, again, like in the story, The Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. It's like, tap your heels together and imagine. It's like, imagine what home feels like, right? Home is not an actual place. Home is a state, right? That they say home is where the heart is. So where is your heart? Is your heart in the place where you live? Is your heart in the person that you're with? Is your heart in the art that you're creating? Because if your heart is somewhere else, then your home, then your direction is somewhere else. Something to think about. Let's grab a couple of conversational cards. See what we had to say here. Thank you. Nobody has any questions? Nobody wants me to pull a card for them? Maybe you guys do have questions and you're omitting a frequency and I'm about to answer it. Okay, for a lot of you guys, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Okay, so this doesn't necessarily just have to be with a person or a partnership, right? A breakup, a separation of a pattern. This could be with a unhealthy, a toxic pattern. This could be a separation of a place, right? This could be of abandonment of this feeling, of this internal struggle, right? It could be healing this very, very well. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Okay, don't always wear shades. When I see this card, I'm reminded of rose color shades, right? Don't be so blind to the things that are presenting themselves, right? Like I could be kicking and screaming and forcefully trying to find a place to be, saying, no, this is mine. This is what I want this. Or I could say, okay, with every loss means there's a gain on the other side, right? And so I look at it a little bit differently, I observe and I say, okay, I change my perception as, this is only going so something else can happen. Deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning, heartbroken. So a lot of you guys, a lot of my viewers out there who catch this video, you could be going through a breakup. You could be feeling heartbroken. You could be losing somebody or something, a place, a situation, a person. And this could be leaving you feeling sad. It could be leaving you feeling grieving or mourning. And that's okay. Sit in that feeling. Sit in that heart space. Breathe into that heart space. Ask what it's about. Ask how you can heal it. Ask to move past it. Keys on a ring. Many options, decisions to be made, unconventional, string along, one night. Okay, so you guys, this means there could be many options. There could be different places, right? There could be many options for you to go, to move. I'm speaking from my own personal thing right now. There could be many options. There could be different doors to be open. There could be different pathways that present themselves. You really don't know. So be open for it, right? Be open to seeing things come in an unconventional manner. They might not come in as you would normally think they would, right? So be open to this unconventional manner of something coming in, however it may present itself. One more. Love call. Someone expresses a love, a message of love. They're thinking of you and letting you know. So a lot of you guys will be receiving a call, will be receiving some type of message, connection, something like this, email, call, text, something. And somebody might actually reach out and actually express this to you. This is a great time for this to happen and a great time for you to be open to it happening, because if it's happening right now, it's probably meant for something. So whether it's the person or not, take the lesson, be accepting of it, be accepting of what is meant to come in. Let's just pull a couple more from this tarot deck. Yeah, a lot of us are healing right now. It's okay. You could be healing from all these things, but in order to heal, you have to death and rebirth, scorpionic energy. You have to let old things go in order for the new things to come in. We can't stay staring at the door that already closed. We can't stay saying, I don't want to do this. I just came out of a relationship. I just did that. Da, da, da. It's making excuses. Now is a beautiful time to be open for love. There is not a more perfect time in the cosmos to be open to receiving. Just because one person presents something to you doesn't mean they have to be the person. It means at least give it an opportunity, right? Give it a chance. Yeah. Don't have to make the decision right now, but make a decision somehow to stop being blind to the beauty, the love that actually exists in the world, and that we all are emitting it outwards, right? Yeah, in the world. We complete this cycle by making the decision to be of love, to emit this love. We are completing the cycle. We are starting a new cycle. We are making a new phase. We're getting out of this. We're getting out of this mind fuck. We're getting out of this sleepless nights, these nightmares, this I only think this is never for me. I cannot, I don't deserve, I don't know what's happening. This crying. And we're moving again onto the sun. How beautiful. This Leo sun, this Leo card. Look at that. It's like the light is really coming in, really absorbing her. She's really feeling it. And this is the best advice I can really give to everybody out there and to the collective, you guys, is be in this space of love. Shine from your heart center. Shine this space of creativity, right? Do something. Pick up something new, even if it's a new form of something creative. It's like I'm working on all these projects and they're literally like almost coming to a precipice, and now I have to move. And so I'm just like, but I need to do something creative. I need to do something creative. So I actually took on a whole another creative project, even though I have all of these, because I wasn't feeling inspired. I was feeling a lack of inspiration. I needed more something. And so how do we do that? By being creative, by changing our creative flow or our creative juices, by restructuring that, by allowing this other type of light, this other type of love to come through working with people or doing something else, right? So guys, I love you all so much. I appreciate you for being here, for tuning in. Remember, excuse me, remember to speak your truth. Obviously, my throat chakra closing. And remember to tune in next month. I will do a live again. And if you actually have a question, and you're subscribed, you can ask it, and I will happily live chat you, back, you guys. I will happily answer your question. I would love to pull a card for you and answer your question. This is kind of my my give back. Everybody always wants me to do tarot for them. If you want to have like a little taste of it, this is the best way. If you have a question you want, I would love to answer it live and direct. Ba-da-da-ba. As always, infinite blessings, love, and light. Tune in, like, comment, subscribe, share. Help your girl drop a comment or a like. It really helps the algorithms. It's totally free for you, just like watching this video was. And I appreciate it to the moon and back a million times. Enjoy this full moon. Remember, this is a time of culmination. It's a time of releasing old things and really getting ready to call in the new things, So do a ritual, pray, manifest, burn some things. And yeah, if you don't follow me or subscribe, do so. Also check me out on Instagram. I have the same handle. As always, blessings, blessings, love, and light to the moon and back. You guys are amazing. Stay amazing. Shine bright. Share what your new creative thing that you're starting with. Drop it in the comment below. Inspire others, please. It helps. Not just me. It helps others. Spread the juices. Love yous.